So I think we are live now. So hello students and welcome back to BankExamsToday.com. So this is today I'm going to do the third week of October's current affairs. Very important for RBI grade B. I have converted the current affairs into like MCQ, so it'll be like way more interesting to read, right? So IMF, the International Monetary Fund, has slashed the India's GDP growth rate projection for the year 2019. Really important question. I think I am repeating this question because it is really important. So it is 6.1%. It was 7%, but now they have slashed it to 6.1%. It is slashed to 6.1%. Although the IMF said it is going to pick up. One more important thing, students, I have made a proper list of forecasted GDP projections. I have made a proper list of forecasted GDP projections, which I am updating every day. And that is available on BankExamsToday.com. Go to BankExamsToday.com and on the right sidebar here, you will find the list. There are 12 lists. All those lists are really important for RBI grade B exam. That includes the government schemes, international reports, India's rank and indices. Those 12 reports are really important, and this list, the India's forecasted GDP is something here on 4th or 5th point is the India's forecasted GDP. It is 6.1% by the IMF. I have made a proper list by all that international and the national organizations, by RBI, by NABARD. I have made a proper list. Please go through that. Okay. So 6.1%, although the world economy is not has grown by the 3%. Last year it was grown by 3.3%, but still sharp decline in India, right? Last year world economy grown by 3.2%, and this year it is expected to grow by 3%. But in India, we are facing heavy downfall in that growth projections, right? Due to crisis in the automobile sector, NBFCs, banking, PSU banks. So due to those cases, the GDP growth has been projected GDP growth has been slashed by the major international organization, also by the RBI. So please go through that list. That's really important. Which is the first Indian company that has recently crossed that 9 lakh crore of market capitalization. See, students, were very important. That is, I mean, if you know the answer, that will be great. That is kind of really important, kind of easy, but still very important for the phase 1 exam. If you know the correct answer, let me know. Let me just check if anybody gave me the correct answer. Let me check if anybody gave me the correct answer. Please give me the correct answer. RIL. I got the correct answer. Reliance Industries Limited. RIL. It is not TCS. Somebody said that TCS, but it is RIL. So even 8 lakh crore market capitalization was crossed by the RIL only. So RIL is the correct answer. So it rose by 2% on the Friday trading sessions, and it hit the 1423, and today also it again so to I think 1440 something. Okay. And the TCS is India's second most valued firm with the capitalization of 7,69,483. Let's move on to the joint exercise. Eastern Bridge 5 is conducted between India and which country? Bangladesh, France, Oman, or Indonesia. So let me check if you know the correct answer. The Eastern Bridge 5 between India and which country? So it is between India and Oman. Eastern Bridge. Again, I have made a proper list. Of military exercises between two nations. Again, that is available on the go to BankExamsToday.com. Go to the sidebar. I have made a proper list of all that MOUs, all the military exercises. It's available there. So it is a joint exercise between Indian Air Force and the Royal Air Force of Oman, right? So I think that's what you need to know. Okay. So which Indian state has topped that India Innovation Index 2019 in overall ranking? So really important question. Really important actually. If you know the correct answer, let me know. In India Innovation Index, which country topped it? It is Karnataka. Karnataka topped that index. So there were two dimensions, enablers and the performance. In enablers, that dimensions were human capital, investment, knowledge, worker, business environment, safety, legal environment. Not that important to remember. I don't think you should remember that, but you should remember that the top three: Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, right? So that's sort of important. And that question is also really important, I would say. In this whole there are two questions which are important. This one you should remember the top three states, and then it was released by the Niti Aayog. It was released by the Niti Aayog, and Karnataka is the top state. Two questions from the explanation as well. Okay, so very, very important. Question number 5. The World Food Day is observed on which day? The World Food Day is observed on which day? If you know the correct answer, let me know. World Food Day is observed on which day? Obviously, if it is like, it's a month of October, I'm talking about the October current affairs, so it's obviously it's World Food Day is on 16th of October. But observed by whom? The Union Ministry for Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Harshvardhan, launched it. And there are three schemes under it: Mitra scheme, Eat Right Jacket, and Eat Right Jhola. Eat Right Jhola is simply replacing the plastic bag to that cloth bag. Food Safety Mitra, introduced by the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, with the aim to engage motivated individual with the food safety ecosystem at ground level. And Eat Right Smart Jacket, to give identity to the FSSI AI staff with a software enabled tag. So these are the three schemes under this one umbrella of World Food Day. Okay. So which Indian, I mean, this is in the news and really, really important, very important question. Which Indian American has won the 2019 Nobel Prize for the economics? I am sure that you are going to find this question in the exam. Pretty sure. I mean, bright chances. But as I mean, still again, I mean, Abhijit Banerjee, he's kind of anti-Modi government, sort of. He's speaking against the Modi government, so maybe this question will be not there in RBI, but it's very important. So it's Abhijit Banerjee. You can watch his video, his interviews on Quint, Wire. I have seen one on Wire, so that was really good. And his books are actually really good. Why he got that? For his research on elevating the global poverty. Abhijit Banerjee with his wife Ether Duflo, and then the Michelle Kremer of United States, and they were given the award for that their research, the experimental approach to for elevating the global poverty. So Abhijit Banerjee, he's the alumni of JNU, important, University of Calcutta, JNU, and Harvard. So he has the PhD. He earned the PhD in 1988. So looks quite young. He's got his PhD in 88, and he still looks really, really young. I don't know how. I mean, he's like in his 55. He's like 55, 60 years old, but still looks really young. So LOTUS-HR project is a joint venture between India and which country for the clean water through water management? Clean water through water management. Anybody who knows the answer? He's a person behind the Nyaya scheme of Congress. Yes, he's a person, but Congress lost the elections. Anyway, anybody? The LOTUS-HR project. The LOTUS-HR project is between India and the Netherlands. Okay, between India and the Netherlands. Okay. So the Booker Prize. See, student, one important thing I already gave you the answer. But anyway, let me explain to you. The Booker Prize was never given to two person, right? But this time there was a tie, and it was jointly won by the Atwood and Everesto. The A and B are the correct answers for their books. Please remember the names of the book. That's really important. Atwood's The Testament. Please remember this. And Girl, Women, and Other. Please remember this. This much is enough according to me. And she is the first black woman to win the prestigious award. Everesto. Please remember that she is the first black woman to win this award. Kind of a Kaun Banega Crorepati question. Girl, Women, and Other by the Everesto. काइंड ऑफ कौन बनेगा करोड़पति. अगर ये सवाल कौन बनेगा करोड़पति में आया तो प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे जरूर बताइएगा, एंड यू कैन इवन व्हाट्सएप मी. सो बोथ ए एंड बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. बर्नाडे एवरेस्टो एंड मार्गरेट एटवुड. ओके, ये दोनों बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड एवरेस्टो, शी इज अ फर्स्ट ब्लैक वुमन टू विन दिस अवार्ड. बोथ ए एंड बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. So Dharma Guardian 2019 is a joint military exercise between India and which country? China, Bangladesh, Japan, or Singapore? Dharma Guardian. So obviously China is. So बता दो मुझे. Atwood is the oldest one to win the prize. Komal Mahajan added a point कि कौन Atwood is an oldest one to win the prize. ये मैंने confirm नहीं किया, but I'll confirm. ठीक है. So anybody, Dharma Guardian is a joint military exercise between India and which country? It is between India and Japan. Okay, तो बहुत बड़ा easy question है यार. C का correct answer है. Between India and Japan, इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा याद करने वाला नहीं है. I don't think there is much to remember. So India and Japan, please remember this. It will be conducted at Mizoram. So ये भी याद कर लो in the from 19th of October to 2nd of November. तो this much is enough according to me. So between Indian Army and the Japanese ground self-defense forces. So that much is enough. Okay. Recently, the mobile app Dash, which mobile app has been launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for environmental protection in the government colonies. U Green M Sanrakshan, U Environment mHariyali. So that was in the news, very, very popular. So D is the correct answer. mHariyali is the correct answer. वो बहुत न्यूज़ में था mHariyali app. So very important question. As per the SEBI norm, so if an auditor resigns, after, I mean, suppose if an auditor resigns on 31st March, after how many days from the end of quarter? Suppose if somebody resigns on 31st of March, right? After how many days? Within 45 days. Within this time gap, if he resigns, he needs to submit the audit report himself, right? So after how many days? Within how many days? So if the auditor resigns after dash days from the end of quarter, so on, let's say on 31st March the quarter end. So if that auditor resigns, if obviously he found something fishy and he resigns after 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, how many days? If he resigns after 45 days, within 45 days from the end of quarter, right? So there is a norm. Now this is a new norm that this auditor, he needs to submit the report. If the company is not providing him the details, the auditor shall have to issue audit report for the last quarter before resignation if he has signed the audit report for the first 3 quarters. One important thing, so 31st March wala to theek hai. If that same auditor submitted the the audit report for last 3 quarters, then he is the same person who needs to submit that audit report for the last quarter, the 4th quarter. In cases of non-cooperation by the management in the audit process, they are not providing him the detailed information or any sort of information, the auditor should approach the chairman of the audit committee. So not really important. Very important. The government has put how much charge will be there. The charge when you swipe your card, there's a merchant discount rate. Kuch paisa katta na when you swipe your card. It's not your money, but that's by the merchant pays that money. The MDR, the merchant discount rate. Sometimes the merchant they charge money from you. In case of debit card or credit card, we charge 2% separately or 1% separately. आपने सुना होगा. So the government has recently put charge on the merchant discount rate on digital payment to large firms having the turnover excess of 50 crore per year. So if the revenue is more than 50 crore in a year, then there will be zero charge. Very, very important. Zero charge will be there. The MDR would be 0%. Okay, there will be zero MDR if no, it used to be 2%. But from 1st of November, if the turnover is more than 50%, 50 crore, then the MDR will be 0. The banks cannot charge anything from that. That step was taken to to support or to to support the digital payment ecosystem, right? So that's all for today, students. The RBI Grade B Phase 1 course for 30 days pass is available on BankExamsToday.com. Use a coupon code 30 days and you can take the RBI Grade B GK Digest subscription separately, and we have already launched that descriptive paper evaluation service. If you want us to check your essay writing, you want us to check your RCs or presses, we have already launched our service and we are just charging 2000 rupees for that. And one more important एक बात बतानी भूल गया. I hope if you are a regular student, then आपको पता होगा, लेकिन just go to Google, go to Bank Exams Today. मैं इन लिस्टों की बात कर रहा था. The forecasted GDP of India, please open this. So Moody's, Reserve Bank of India Economic Survey, Goldman Sachs, IMF, ये देखो मैंने अपडेट कर दिया हुआ है 6.1% already. I have updated. We are updating this on a daily basis. आई मीन ऑन क्रिसिल केयर, ये बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. UNDP सबका मैंने किया हुआ है. एंड देन अगेन द मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइजेज जो भी आती हैं, वी अपडेट दैट ऑन अ डेली बेसिस. ये कुछ रह गई हैं तो ये हम कर देंगे, ठीक है. तो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. MOUs अगेन वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ये रेगुलर बेसिस पे करते हैं. वी आर गोइंग टू अपडेट दैट वेरी वेरी सून. जो भी रह गई हैं वी आर अपडेटिंग दैट. So again, summits, conferences, forecasted GDP, appointments, everything we are going to update. We have already updated on the month of October only. Most of them are updated on the month of October only. But I can promise you by 25th of October, we are going to make the rest of the updates, or by the end of this month, it will be complete till the month of October, and that would be enough for RBI grade B exam. So please go through these lists and please do not print them, because we are updating them every day. If you're trying to print it, it's your take. There is no copy paste protection. You can copy it, but we are updating it on a daily basis, so I do not personally recommend you to do that. So आज के लिए इतना ही. If you want to take that RBI grade B GK as a subscription, here is the link. Just click it and then you can take that RBI grade B GK as subscription. In case you want to have a chat with me, or you want to, I mean on WhatsApp, 9067201000, that's my number. ठीक है, मैं हर वीडियो में देता हूँ. So that's all for today students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye.